payat agad. Isang araw pa na nagpo-fasting. Umiipis agad na paa.
Number 11.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Denver. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Jazz. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Garrett out there with Griffin. Then it's Porter. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Ivy in at the two-guard position. And for Denver, the 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Champ, and it's Strawther in at the shooting guard position. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
And now, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys,
we all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Griffin looking it over. Ivy. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Off the catch. Ivy's developed this part of his game. He now has a compact one-motion shot.
Pass to Champ. Here's Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Champ. Good on the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
This one for 3, and Utah another 3.
Well, there's some flair to Ivy's game. That time he answers back.
As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Champ, the pass to Gordon. 18 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Pass to Porter. Now, here's Ivy. And the Jazz, another 3. Here's Champ.
Nilalaking.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and the layup is good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Ivy dishes to Porter. He can't get it to go. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Going inside, pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. Jokic a screen. Here's Champ. 5 points in the game. Gordon with a screen on Ivy. Here's Champ. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Well,
this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Ivy finds George. Jazz passing it around. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting
Sabar pa
on
tayo.
them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track,
Tama po yata, Nick.
disrupting the offense's
Tama
rhythm
pa
and
natin.
flow.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Holmes checked in. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Jazz score.
It's always a good sign when Ivy's jumper is falling. He's working to become more consistent on those shots.
Here's Champ, defended by Griffin. Champ's shot is off. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Celtics. Booker outside. Holmes against Griffin. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Booker. George, that's a two-pointer. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense
Kaya
will
nga,
serve
paano mo
you
nakita?
well in the long run. You
Paano mo ba
can't
sabihin
settle
ko?
for bad shots.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David
Baka
Aldridge.
public.
What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ, in their last matchup against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He had 27 points, and his defensive intensity helped set the tone. As he made sure to involve his guys on the other end. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down. He went to work. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
From deep, George. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Up top, Porter. To the middle. Looking for Ivy, and he gets it there.
Arr, damn, bro.
Came to play.
Oh,
timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Booker finds Porter. Pass to George from downtown. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. You know, talking to Keontae George,
Damn.
he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the
Nice
process.
pass. Wala.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be
Please,
fun to coach.
Ah!
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
So on the floor for Utah, Ivy is out there with Keontae George. And it's Griffin, then it's Porter, and it's Booker in at the
Almo
point.
tayo, almo tayo.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Porter with a
The
block.
fuck?
Outside Griffin. And George kicks to Griffin. That ball, nice feed that time from George. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense, not allowing the opposition to get comfortable, and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holmes checked in. 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off a shot. Brown, and another miss by Denver. And so George will bring it up for Utah. And here's Griffin. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lets it go. And it's good.
Don't
Off the
need no
back
more.
rim and in. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz. Here's Champ. He had 27 points last game. It's hauled in by George.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Driving to the basket.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
He was all alone on that
Oh,
one. Ivy's got 18 points.
And Ivy is showing why he was a top 5 pick in 2022. It's great seeing him put it all together like this.
Offensive rebound. Here's Champ, defended by George. Pass to Strother. Over Ivy. Strother, no good. Utah leading by 10. Right side, Griffin. Here's Garrett. Now, Ivy. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. Shots good by Champ. He's got 13.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Jazz shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Both free throws good from Champ.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for rook. Thanks for spending half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Before in the foul, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Champ, and it's Brown in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
And George kicks to Ivy. Outside Griffin. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside, George down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the open look.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Looking to get back on track here. Here's Porter. That ball. George has got his 5th assist in this one. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
George is a creative shot maker, that time with a little stop and pop.
Jokic with the screen on George. Shots good by Champ. Champ's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ivy kicks to Gary. Outside, George. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Gordon with a screen on Ivy. Shots good by Champ.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
George looking around. Porter finds Ivy. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Just 2 to shoot. Connects from three-point range.
Ina naman talaga ni
And
Ivy.
that's now 21 points for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, Ivy is looking to hurt you from outside. If he finds his shot, he's taking it.
Here's Champ. 22 points for him. Elbow shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Champ's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Utah moving it around. Pass to Garrett. Porter with it. And here's Ivy. Looking for George. He gets it there. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Williams is checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for Ivy. Garrett, the pass to Williams. Good D by Anunoby. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Champ. He's got 24. And that one's good. Strawther.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside Williams. Back to George. Here's Collier. And he recovers it. Utah the rebound. And George now top of the key. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Collins, a screen on Anunoby. Williams against Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Takes the three. Strawther grabs the miss. Strawther's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Champ, the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Booker's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's George for 3. No good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't find it.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Delano Banton's checked in for the Nuggets. Booker the pass to Collier. And here is Williams. He's guarded by Anunoby. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Denver leading by 4. Here's Champ. Pass to Banton. Here's Champ. To the paint. Holmes, good. Holmes got the lead up to 6 now.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Collier, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Lewis checked in for the Jazz. So he gets them both. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Here's Champ. For Denver, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
All free throws good from Holmes.
Good.
36 seconds left to play in the third.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Champ. Misses from close range. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams against Holmes. Booker draws the double. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Champ. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter.
Sabi ni Nelson, Pils yan ah.
Look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dip.
For Denver. Others checked in. And Chance
Baka Pils talaga yan.
And Utah
Yan,
with a
yung
change
makibebe ko
here,
dun.
too. Ivy's checked in for Lewis. Jazz trail by 8, so on the floor for Utah. They've got Collins. Jaden Ivey is out there with Collier. Then it's Williams. And it's Booker in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That one misses for Booker.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Champ, the pass to Jokic. Denver making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Then for the Jazz. Porter's checked in for Collins. Griffin comes in for Williams. And Georgia subbed in for Collier. Here's Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
George passes to Booker. Shoots over Anunoby. No good from Booker.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Champ in a big-time jam right there.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ivey. Here's Champ. Pass to Jokic. Over Porter. That one wide left. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Jazz. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Here's Champ. Here's Jokic. Ivey defending. Pass to Strother. Off target with his 3. Jazz trail by 8. Now, here's Ivey. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ivey's got 25 points in the game.
Well, that's what you want to see from Ivey. Being assertive and going up strong.
Jokic with the bounce pass. Banton. And another miss by Denver.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still over from the field.
Any chance you get, you put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Anunoby. And Christian Brown subbed in for Delano Banton. Garrett, he's checked in for Utah.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
Ivey, no one around him. Offline with his three.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Gordon a screen. And there's the drive. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And the three ball is good. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this end.
Ivy kicks to Griffin. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Champ. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon with a screen on George. Champ's shot is off.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That's his first foul. .149 left in the game. Jokic with the screen on George. Champ's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
George finds Ivy. Outside Griffin. 5 on the clock. Back to Ivy. Down low. Here's Porter. Yes!
No way, bro! Oh my God.
It's going to be on Jokic.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Champ, the pass to Jokic. Gets the three to fall.
Sometimes you just have to admire the greatness of Jokic. No doubt when it matters most.
Here's Ivy. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Look, they needed a score. Ivy provided the bucket, rising to the occasion.
He takes it in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Champ. Defense by George.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Well, that's a clutch play by Ivy. He clearly wasn't intimidated by the moment.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Outside for George. Three-pointer. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
This is big for Ivy's development. He needs to keep looking to set teammates up like this.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some missing.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Garrett. In the corner, it's Griffin. From the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Champ, and he jams it with authority. So the Nuggets win it. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally...
Terus ID curang.
They really thought they had